putting loyalty and Reno Omokri into the same sentence would be a huge disrespect on loyalty because Reno Omokri has never been loyal to anyone. I think he works personally for his pockets. Before Tinubu became the president, you see how he was going against Tinubu. He's a drug lord, he didn't attend school, and suddenly, overnight, his voice changed. Like, I was wondering, is this the Reno Omokri that we know?
Reno.
No. It was like, I've never seen loyalty change that swiftly.
How much can they pay you to support Tinubu?
If they can be paying Reno Omokri $25,000.
No, it was
2005. No way, they can pay Reno Omokri $25,000 for social media aid in 2005. 2005, me now.
Does Very Dark Man have a price?
Every man has a price.
If we should see Very Dark Man switching sides, no qualms, we'll move on.
We'll move on and wait for the next superhero that will come.
Definitely. We've always been waiting, actually.
And what else? We've always been waiting.
I'm sorry, yeah.
It's not the first that will come and what? We are used to this.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another beautiful season. Now, you know, it used to be episode, but now it's another beautiful season of the WHOT Podcast. David Olanyimika, how do you feel?
I feel good. I feel refreshed. Hi guys. Welcome back, guys. And we missed you. I don't know if Spike missed you. I missed you guys.
I miss doing this. I miss talking about Nigeria. Funny how before I didn't like talking about Nigeria, but that break I felt there were so many things that was going on that I needed to talk about
during the break. I think we should actually record an episode where we just talk about the things that we missed.
Maybe
major things that we missed.
Maybe. And yeah, I need to promise you guys this season is going to be very, very, very beautiful. We've gotten feedbacks from our followers, our fans, our loyalists. Because we'll be talking about loyalty a lot today. We've heard from our loyalists and they've told us that, guys, you guys can improve on this, and this. And yeah, this season we'll be giving you every new thing you've told us to talk about, told us to do. And you know what you have to do now? Just stay with us, right?
Yeah.
Just stay with us. It's going to be a very beautiful season. You know what to do. Like share, and subscribe. It's very easy now. Did they charge for them?
As in, doesn't take.
They charge for it. They know they collect money now. It's free. You know what to do now. Right, so if you're just joining us for the first time, let me introduce myself to you. I am Humble Spike. Not like Humble Spike, but I'm Spike. I like to call myself Humble. And I have with me
David Olanyimika.
You know now, we started season 2 together, and this season 3, we still day here together.
Consistency is key.
Yeah.
Together. Consistency.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So today we will not be doing it alone. We have a friend with us, and your name is
Remi Adele.
Remi Adele. I was thinking you were going to say Remi Tinubu. Because anytime I hear Remi, now that Tinubu they always come my head. All right, Remi Adele, thank you and welcome to the WHOT Podcast, and it's nice to have you. See, Nigeria, one funny thing is that, or one certain thing in Nigeria is that there will always be gist.
Definitely.
There will always be dragging. And there will always be something to talk about. So this episode, we'll be talking about a very few things. Just very few things, but it might be very lengthy. Number 1 on the list is our brother from, I don't know, this guy says it's from Ife. He says it's from Uwari. I don't know where this guy is from. Our brother Reno Omokri. That's the number 1 person we'll be talking about today. And number 2, we'll be moving to Fine Boy Governor, the finest governor in Ogun State.
My governor.
Your governor. My governor also.
I don't want to blow a bubble, but I'm related to that guy, Loki.
Everybody. Yes, okay. And leaving the confused man, we'll be going to the finest man or the finest governor in Ogun State. Sorry. We'll be going to the finest governor in Nigeria. You know, funny thing is that when they did the whole Ojude Oba paparazzi, this guy came correct. Like,
Steve.
Papa, Steve's my governor. I was so proud of my governor, despite the fact that I have questions, but at least that one thing. And the fact that, you know, everywhere you get and you see yellow roof.
No,
he has his signature everywhere. So we're talking about Dakwa Abiodun for the past 6 years and what Ogun State indigents have to say about this fine governor. And not leaving out Oyo State governor. Yes, you know, while Dakwa is winning the award for the best or the finest governor. The one in Oyo is winning the best governor in Nigeria. So maybe we'll compare and contrast the two of them. So we'll also talk about Seyi Makinde on this episode, and not leaving out our beautiful internet story. Yes, that is a new introduction for you this season. This season we'll be bringing to you stories that touch.
Stories that touch the bone marrow.
Stories that trend online. We'll bring them to our table here. You see this white table, we'll bring them to this table and we'll talk about it. So we have a few ones for you today. We'll be reacting to them. Why not leaving Nigeria as a whole, talking about FIFA Club World Cup, and you know now. So guys, don't leave us. Stay with us. We have good conversations to bring to your table today. No, in this episode. We have good conversations to bring to your table. We have good conversations to bring to your hearing this episode.
Well researched and factual.
Benny.
Intellectual. You know you are not intellectual. Run. Or stay.
Reno Omokri, who is a political activist and a former aide to Goodluck Jonathan. Left to him, he says he's not a politician. Some say he is just a political analyst and a political strategist. But I think he's a PDP card carrying member, allegedly. Some people say that. And a lot of people online have been saying that this is Reno Omokri. Do you know Loki from Thor?
Loki.
Is it Loki? Yeah, Loki in Thor.
Yeah.
Do you know Loki in Thor?
Yeah.
Some people say that is the best description of who Reno is. So I don't know. That is just what people have been saying online. And yeah, recently he went on the Honest Bunch podcast and he said a lot of things, and Nigerians have been reacting since. And I want us on this table to react to it. To start with, what do you think about Reno Omokri?
From the podcast I watched, he was talking something about loyalty. And I think it would be a big disrespect putting loyalty and Reno Omokri in the same sentence. Because we haven't been able to see any trait of loyalty in Reno Omokri since I've known him.
Okay, so
what's this scene?
you didn't even start from.
What's this scene?
You didn't even start from Reno is a
I think
calm.
that should be like 2015 that I've known Reno. Yeah.
Wait, 2015, you're in SS3, okay. All right.
No, if you're a Nigerian and you knew politics, good luck era, there was no way you would know the president of Nigeria. Like I said, it was a media aid to. There was no way.
Do you actually know he was later demoted?
Now let's watch this video.
By former President Jonathan.
That you see was this Peter Obi. He cannot
build up to 2019.
The emails are there. If he denies it, I will disgrace him. Had to tell me he was paying me $25,000 every 2 months. This Natasha, she paid. Malam Nasir El-Rufai is one of the most articulate human beings I've ever met in my life. The first time I heard him stammer was that day. If I tell you, with $200 million. I saw Natasha, the girl fine. You remember I told you, I said, I read law up to master's degree level. You know, I'm a meticulous record keeper. So when I speak, people do not want to contradict me, because if you contradict me, you'll be disgraced. Come here. Go to the back. Go all the way. Go to the back. Now, this is an eyewitness. He's an eyewitness. Okay, this man right here is a pastor. He's a pastor with Christ Embassy. And
you know, there is a funny joke. They say they don't blind eyewitness for eye. Reno Omokri has said all this and many more, because when you watch the full episode of that podcast, he said a lot of things. He made a lot of allegations.
Yeah, he actually did. From my personal opinion, I think putting loyalty and Reno Omokri into the same sentence would be a huge disrespect on loyalty, because Reno Omokri has never been loyal to anyone. I think he works personally for his pockets. The highest bidder has Reno Omokri's tweets and loyalty. Because I've known Reno Omokri since 2015 while he was working for Goodluck Jonathan before he was later demoted.
Yeah.
And he was
demoted?
Yes, he was actually demoted. He was demoted in 2015. You can check that out. So he has always...
Well, not tell us this one though.
You know, go tell me.
All right.
He has always been about his own pockets.
Okay.
Before Tinubu became the president, you see how he was going against Tinubu. He's a drug lord, he didn't attend school, and suddenly, overnight, his voice changed. Like, I was wondering, is this the Reno Omokri that we know?
Your Reno.
No, it was like I've never seen loyalty change that swiftly.
Oh, I've seen actually. Because on that podcast, he personally said that when he worked with Malam Nasir El-Rufai,
Yeah.
he said that the first person, Malam Nasir was telling him that they have to overthrow Buhari in the sense that they will take over from him and all like that. And then all of a sudden, coming out one time, he saw that El-Rufai was supporting Buhari.
Yeah.
And he worked personally with El-Rufai.
El-Rufai.
El-Rufai even came to him and told him that let us work together and be the one
to change Nigeria.
take over. And then all of a sudden he's coming out to say that this man is now supporting the same person they wanted to come and take over from. So I could see a broken man, a man that has been cheated a lot of times. A part of me says that this guy was actually a loyal person. A villain story is born out of disloyalty. I'm actually very serious. That guy was actually loyal at some point. Then he saw disloyalty in 4K.
That was when he even started out to.
Yeah, that was
Because
that was
actually,
early.
when
early.
he told the story about the history of how he got into politics, he
Okay.
made mention of one of the first clients he was going to work with was with El-Rufai.
Yeah.
Before I think Patutomi and before he made mention of Patutomi and several others. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you are correct, you may be correct that he started out with a loyal mind, but I don't think just El-Rufai, being a politician was enough or should be enough to change you from being a loyal person to be a disloyal person.
No, by the time they arrest the person next to your office, on that podcast, you remember him saying that they arrested staff members. It was demoted for somebody who was working for, like you said.
Olisametro, I think.
Yes. So people beside him, his co-workers were being arrested for standing up for justice. And then the same system is fighting against. He's seeing the person is loyal to go into that system and support that system.
Ababa no wants
Because he said he to a child in 2005. This man has a family.
Yeah.
When you're a family man, a lot of things change.
You are giving excuses to
Yeah, give it out.
But wait, before we go into that, I need to let people know what this man has said.
Okay.
Like his own word. Let us read this tweet. It says 4 reasons not to vote Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Bola Tinubu is obviously not LD. Bola Tinubu is obviously a known drug lord. Bola Tinubu is obviously going to continue with Buhari's failed policies. Bola Tinubu is obviously not mindful of Nigeria's religious diversity. This is Reno Omokri talking about Tinubu.
No.
So Reno made this tweet January 2023, and lo and behold, May 2025. He said, I met with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu today and reaffirmed my full, unequivocal, and unwavering support for his renewed hope agenda.
Reno.
And the goal of making Nigeria a better place for all Nigerians under his presidency. Now, this is the recent history of Reno Omokri. Now, if you go back in days when he was working as the media aide for Goodluck Jonathan, you will agree with me that Atiku Abubakar was not in support of Goodluck's regime or Goodluck tenure.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And all of a sudden, you went from someone who formed alliance against
The boss.
your most loyal, because he said it on the podcast that Goodluck, the former president, called him the most loyal person he has worked for. He said he wrote it in a book. I have not seen that. But he said he wrote it in a book. Yes, anybody can give you any praise and appraisal that you think, and you would always want to ring it out. Maybe Goodluck has felt him to be loyal, but this your loyalty. You went from supporting Goodluck to working for someone that saw that your boss tenure came to an end. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He worked closely with Abubakar Atiku
Yeah.
in 2019. Was it 2019? Yes.
Yeah.
He worked closely with him in 2019. So how do you relate someone like that who keeps jumping? Anybody that is opposing, you will just see that. And funny how this guy is so intelligent that he does it so nicely and so sweet.
He's very brilliant.
So sweetly that you wouldn't notice.
He's brilliant.
You wouldn't notice. So I want to like ask you guys on and throw it out open to people that, okay, we've seen politicians switch. We've seen Bola worked with Atiku in 2023.
Yeah.
He worked with Atiku in 2023. In 2023, that same, or 2024. What's
2024, I think
If-
early 2024.
a long period of time. Immediately he knew that Atiku lost the election.
The switch.
This guy switched immediately. We've seen Wike. Wike is a strong PDP core member. And this guy switched. This one did not even We all know Wike now. Wike did not switch openly. He switched secretly and openly at the same time. He was in PDP and was still switching and was. So I want to ask a question. Is there a world where it is normal and it is ideal for a politician to switch ideologies? Because this guy said it, that he gave his reason for supporting Tinubu. He says, I feel Tinubu is running the whole ideology of the SDP, and he gave a backstory to how APC was formed, and which most people will know. He gave a backstory to it, and he said that the reason why he's supporting it, he feels that it's carrying out the SDP agenda. Do you understand? So do you think it is right for every politician or for a politician to switch ideology just like Reno and every other person does?
You can switch. There is no big deal about switching. What everybody is looking for is a better Nigeria, a better system, a better structure.
All right.
Now, if you see that the political party you are working for or you are in is not going to give you that edge, then if switching is what makes you, knowing that you are competent enough, if switching is what gives you that strength and that voice, that PR,
Yeah.
I don't mind you switching. For example, when we had Peter Obi go into start with Labour Party and all, when it was close to the election, I personally held down as a presiding officer for 2 stations during the elections, and I could literally see people at my polling units saying that Peter Obi should just have moved to PDP.
It was in PDP.
He should have stayed in PDP and then fought out, and PDP should have given that presidential ticket over Abubakar. Yes, it was going to be a no-brainer if that was going to be the winning game for you. If you are sure about your game and you are sure about what you can offer the country, if switching parties is what gives you that voice and that PR that you need, do it, and do it for the grace of everybody and the masses. Yes, but now for disloyalty, that is Reno, because Reno and disloyalty are now like seatmates. If for the disloyalty that Reno has shown over the years, I would personally say that Reno has actually shown that he's out for himself.
Okay.
He's out for himself. Every single thing he has said on that podcast, you would see it that this man is totally ego-filled, and everything was I
really agree with that. I agree with that 100%.
And in my head, I'm like, at what point does the country come into this?
Yeah.
When he did the whole social media agency thing and being listened to Jonathan, he told Jonathan that he was going to make Jonathan's name even trend more than the president of Nigeria.
President of Nigeria? He said all over. He said his name was going to
the name was going to
be on the front page of all the newspaper.
He did
it.
And it was not about him supporting Jonathan to be the best candidate or Jonathan being
he took all the glory for.
He took everything. Yeah.
God said, go take me like that. Like, bro, what are you doing? Everything on that part was I. What he did for himself, I did this for this person. He hired some a particular social media aide for Atiku when they called him that, come and be my son. They told him to
show me.
He told them that, don't worry, I know go. I see them where they go win.
Yeah.
Let me give you somebody.
Do you get
There's no way you will tell me that Reno did not collect money from whatever that guy was going to be earning.
Definitely.
So I think that guy has just been all out for himself, and we need to know those kind of people.
Okay.
So
what you're saying now is
something.
Right.
Yeah, from that podcast, like you said earlier, he is more egocentric.
Very, very.
Because you can't tell me that you package a 2-time governor that is in terms of Peter Obi. This is a governor that we know that he won, they took over the election, he went to the courts, and you're not telling us that you package to which people. Like sometimes Reno just see us as maybe his plaything. Yeah, I think he sees Nigeria as his plaything. He just come to the table and tell you anything he feels like.
And this what they face. These are I feel this morning. He will just tell you to Nigerians. These are I feel this morning.
Yeah, definitely. We have no option now.
But I was actually going to ask you a question, because based on what you were saying, you said you were talking about Peter Obi moving to Labour Party.
Yeah.
And if he had stayed in PDP,
maybe more chance. Yeah, a greater chance.
Maybe they would have won the election, maybe, because he also said that they had a better chance to win the election. But I will read these tweets from Ejikeme. Ejikeme says that Glitch Africa trying to resurrect their podcast. I would not go into that. He says, and the first person they could think of inviting is the most dishonest Nigerian alive. he says that, or she says that, he says that Reno speaking without mentioning Peter Obi is like Christians praying without mentioning in Jesus' name. I don't think that's possible. So the person is saying that it's not possible for Reno to speak without mentioning. Do you think he's talking from a hurting point of view that this guy betrayed me by not supporting or by not voicing for Atiku? He made us lose the election. He made me lose. Something like that. Do you think this is what we are saying in Reno with the old, I will disgrace him, I will embarrass him?
I've told you people before now. This guy is hurt. This guy is broken. He's a broken man.
Are you
He is
sure
a,
about that?
He is a broken man. The reason why he's angry at Peter Obi, and we always call out Peter Obi, is for that major reason. If Peter Obi had advised Atiku, a greater chance. Atiku has never had a vice that actually has made more sense than Peter Obi.
Yeah.
Okay.
The whole country literally went for Peter Obi. Do you know that the whole country literally voted Atiku, barring the fact that it was Atiku, and just said, okay, if his vice is going to be Peter Obi, everybody will come. Everybody would have gone for PDP instead. The Labour Party would have just been a side party that would have just had
mini party.
Yes. And people really did not want Tinubu to be in that space. So him saying that the person he packaged, allegedly,
yeah,
the person he packaged now carried his package to deliver to another party, and they now splitted the votes. Now. So
actually, I like you said that Reno is just that egocentric guy, and I do not see him in the light of someone who is fighting for Nigerians. I just need to make that one clear. Reno is not fighting for any Nigerian, because funny how he was never in Nigeria. They invited him to come and work in Nigeria. He said it himself now. He said it himself. He was not even interested in anything Nigeria.
Exactly.
So even the old El-Rufai, we're going to change Nigeria, blah, blah, blah. Bro, you were just working for your money. And like you said, the whole article thing was maybe out of pain that, or let me say the whole Peter Obi ate.
yeah,
You said, I never even liked him at all. But yet you packaged him. You said you packaged him and you worked with him and you did all this. But yet you... So it means that you were not even loyal to Peter Obi in the first place.
and you know that
You're about to talk something.
to his cause.
And now,
Because Toby had a very clear cause of why he wanted Nigeria.
so you didn't
Definitely.
believe him, you didn't trust him, you were not loyal to him, for you to now come out later on and say. So I really believe that he was talking out of that pain.
Yeah.
But leaving Reno aside, I'd like to mention, like we mentioned Boala, and we mentioned Wike,
yeah,
and you see some other politicians, they will switch side.
definitely.
So like I outside Reno conversation now, is there a world whereby you can actually switch side as a politician and yet citizens go accept you? Now don't forget Peter Obi. Peter Obi left PDP because of ideology. He was
From
even
Abga to PDP.
from Abga to PDP.
Yeah.
Yes, he needed an opportunity. Like I didn't want to answer the question, but yeah, he needed that opportunity to run and to show people. And Abga was a national platform for him to work.
Yeah.
And he wanted to run for presidency. He wanted to change Nigeria. Do you know that Nigeria requested that Peter Obi leave PDP?
Yeah.
There were times that they were telling him, join this party, don't worry, we will support you. So, in that sense, it is right to change ideology. Okay, I want to go and run on
this.
But you now look at some other politicians that just take Nigerians for joke. You just wake up, you hear Rufai is now in NNPC. I said NNPC. That is now in
APC.
APC, is now in NNDP. You have politics. Do you understand? So, what do you think about it?
For me, I think we actually not running on ideology in this country. I think
all.
we are running for power.
Right. Right.
So whichever platform can give you that power, because when you look at the Americans, you have the Congress, you have the Republicans, you have the Russians that go to fascism, oligarchy. You've known these people with this system of government. Even
They
before
have
they're
ideology,
born.
yeah.
And if you're in that government, you need to go with that ideology. But yeah, I think we'll go for government of rice and beans. So far I can spend that money to you, I have that power. It's okay. So I can wake up and tell you that I'm going to this party. What am I going to that party to do? What's the ideology of that party? This country does not have it. So that is why we'll continue to see the likes of Reno, the likes of Boala, and the likes of many people or many Twitter influencers, like influencing people to join them because they don't actually have an ideology that they want to work with.
Yeah.
So that's my own point of view on that aspect.
Because even for you to see Wike saying that I will never go against PDP.
Yeah, nah.
Imagine PDP.
A big stalwart of PDP.
Imagine PDP won the presidential election. You will still be there. Oh. Do you agree?
Yeah, he has not decamped. As in left PDP.
No, he
He has
hasn't.
not left PDP.
He hasn't.
Oh my God.
He's not even, no.
Let
So
us witness.
I think I like men like that. I mean, they will kill you and they'll still say yes.
You're
And they're not killing you.
word for that. I'm on Nishene, I think.
Now,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
So I think I prefer people like that. You know that you see this guy, they part of us, but he's not one of us. Like just that one is openly. Imagine Reno, everything he said. Now, I'm funny how we have people in Nigeria. Let me even talk about APC members. APC members, you now see them under Reno Omokri comment section. This is someone that you all have detested so much. You now see them. I agree with you. You have seen the light.
Yeah. Like we say, Nigeria is not running on ideology.
They are not
Just
running on
hope vibes
ideology.
and inshallah.
But that's his excuse. That's his excuse for change. He said he believes that Tinubu is running on the ideology of SDP.
Was now the ideology. So sorry, he said SDP. SDP, I think, was formulated in 1993, where the major block of Nigeria that are now voting now, majority of them were not born by then.
That's true.
So what's that ideology of that SDP
SDP
that you are
what's
bringing
it?
to the? What is it?
I
Because
think we should just
I
ask
have
ChatGPT.
not seen any ideology that the president is putting in place right now.
I understand you.
I have not seen any ideology. So what is that ideology that is telling us that he saw?
The last time I felt something very solid was the 7-point agenda of Jonathan. That's
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Even in secondary school, they would literally ask you in your civic education, name the 7-point agenda of the. So you know what your president is aiming for in these 4 years he's in office.
Yeah, office.
But
yeah.
now we are
Nothing,
not
bro,
up for that.
nothing they
I can't-
work.
I can't even state what Buhari is meant for.
Talking about switch here, there is something that happened recently on Twitter that trended. Yemi Azan is a very popular Twitter user. He made a tweet talking about. He didn't mention the name. So I'm not saying an anonymous Twitter user. He made mention of someone that said, you said you claim not to collect money from Ogun State government, but anytime someone criticizes the government, you are so quick to block them. And anytime someone talks about the bad road in Ogun State, you are so quick to judge them. So now we have, and everybody under that comment section started to say, you are talking about man of letters, letter to Jack. You know the guy now. I believe everyone on Twitter.
Yeah, I do.
Funny how this is almost the same thing that is happening. Now, this one is not even a politician. This man is just a normal citizen that is in his house supporting and clamoring for
In
better
Abeokuta.
governance in Abeokuta. That is clamoring for better. Don't go into details. It's like you have a beef against they are going like you go against the government. In 2021, you were making tweets. 2021, 2023, you were making tweets against this present government. You were mocking them and sarcastically calling Dapo Abiodun the best governor. And all of a sudden, today is the best governor in Ogun State. So now we are now seeing even citizens switch sides. I don't know. They said allegedly that he's getting paid. I mean, nobody can prove it. Allegedly, they said he's getting paid. Now, let's switch it up. Imagine very dark man all of a sudden switch up and start supporting Tinubu. How will you feel? What do you think?
Nigeria for you.
We'll move on now.
So nobody's immune of the Nigerian syndrome.
To me, I think the president has an ideology that we've known him ever since he was governor with. Everybody has a price. Sharp. So if they're not meeting-
I want to ask you this question. Does very dark man have a price? Do you think very dark man can have a price?
allegedly, I don't know.
I will tell you that we'll move on and wait for the next superhero that will come.
Definitely. We've always been waiting, actually.
I want us
We've
to-
always been waiting.
I'm
It's not
sorry.
the
I'm
first.
sorry. Yeah.
Come on, what? We are used to this.
You're used to this.
Used to this.
So I don't find it funny because I believe everyone has a price, like our president always say. Do you grab? So I won't want to say, for now, Very Dark Man is an activist,
doing well.
yeah, but he won't be the first. And he won't be the last, yeah?
Another Spider-Man, Freddy
We still
Neighbors,
call.
we come.
So if we should see Very Dark Man switching sides, no qualms, we'll move on.
This is a very dark man that somebody you guys donated 300 million for that NGO thing, and we're already having question marks around the 300 million. You are still trying to find what happened in this thing. If you told that it's ATM charge that you remove from the money, all right. The same very dark man. I'm sure that by the time the government comes with something really substantial, more than 300 million that is in that account, I want to feel that it's
So to you, he has a price.
every man has a price.
Okay, if you are saying every man has a price, how much can they pay you to support Tinubu?
If they can be paying Reno Omokri 25k dollars.
No, it was
2005. No way, they can be
Okay.
paying Reno Omokri 25k dollars for social media aid in 2005. 2005, me now.
Is it
I'll go
2005
with
or
calculator.
2015? I think.
Patu told me. I don't remember when he said, but I think it was very, very. It was recent.
Was it?
Yeah.
2005.
Yeah, it was 2005, his first
That's
paycheck
Wow.
during this thing. Just give me calculator, please.
That's
The calculator was right error.
So that's what they have to pay you.
Yes, the calculator was right.
Support Tinubu.
Yes.
Remy Alpha.
Alpha. Yeah, if you have name with his family, there's no way you know. Your price go plenty.
that big check.
Your price no go
Oh yeah, name your price.
Name your price.
You know, lucky you. If they ask Nigerians today, or should we just ask Nigerians, how much can they pay you to support Tinubu?
Bro, that big money, sha.
And name him now.
Name am
You go name him now.
Billions.
of
Because
Of
I
dollar,
don't
of
think-
naira.
Of dollars. We'll put out for
Let's
dollars.
dollars and let's dollars. Because even that they trade in dollars.
But as you know the supporter, you know they gain anything now.
I
Just I mean, just collect like-
they gave my loyalty like this one.
you don't be like Reno.
I don't
I beg, go come back. Since we've all agreed that Nigerians have a price, guys, how much can they pay you to support Tinubu? I really want to know. Back to our conversation. Letters. He tweeted in 2020 that Lagos is the most poorly managed state in this country, followed in a distant second by Ogun State. He made that tweet in 2020. And who was the governor of Ogun State in 2020? Mr. Dapo Abiodun. In 2021, he made another tweet saying Abeokuta to Sango is probably the worst road in southwestern Nigeria. Majority of Abeokuta residents ply that route, but yeah, best governor in 2 years. He was sarcastic about the best governor in 2 years. And now the question is, this road has not been fixed or is yet to be fixed. Did you see this funny video of a guy that was making a description of how they ply Sango, Abeokuta, Sango, and Lagos road?
Yeah, I think-
That was like, you will go from
Governor wants to go to Lagos.
Right, you want to go
Sango.
to
You will come from ABK
back to Lagos. They cut Sango. From Sango to you will first go through Lagos. And funny how you know
That's the reality.
how stupid it sounded. That is the reality. The last time I went to Sango, I made a determination within myself that I was never going to play that route again.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is that most people in Abeokuta, they work in Sango because Sango is, I think, is the most industrialized
Yeah.
area in Ogun State. If not even in the southwest, it is highly industrialized. So most people in Abeokuta work in Sango. So now imagine the daily experience of what a proper man that wants to make his living is going through from Abeokuta to Sango.
You see these talks sometimes they prepare me for body, but you know when you have a state that is supposed to be competing with the like of Guangzhou in China, a state that has the capability.
That city where you mentioned for China, I go far.
A state,
Go far.
No,
When I saw videos of that city,
Ah.
no, don't worry.
The-
They have highways on. I mean, it's
like,
no,
bro.
Blessing are there, God, Jesus first land. And there, God, they live.
What do they try to talk now? Be say these states they get capability. Go to Ogijo, you see many companies like
Yeah.
fetching billions of naira.
Yeah.
Abeokuta,
PZ,
Alagbado, PZ, all of them. Ogun State is not supposed to be what it is anymore.
Guess who is in Ogun State?
Ogun State is supposed to don't go far past Lagos State self because
Actually,
Yeah.
land mass.
you have the land mass, you have everything that can
space for-
actually develop the states. You got so now you are now seeing that state not working you are now seeing that governor prioritizing the Ojude that the normal roads.
No go enter my governor for
No verse, bro. You are seeing the governor prioritizing the Ojude that the normal roads, the basic amenities that will bring the normal humans to live. Now look at the description. That is just a perfect example of how Ogun State is. Now we have the cargo airports that they've
started on the way to Peru.
No one plane has landed there since.
I mean, there are trials.
Yeah.
For context, there are planes that have landed.
According to letter to Jack, Abi.
How do you know? Funny, and when government workers, civil servants and people that maybe are on the payroll of government, when they start to hype government projects, and you actually know the projects they are hyping, you question yourself that, wait, is it the same cargo airports that I go through almost every time? This Peru. When I saw pictures and hype, this thing is going to be the international.
Yeah.
You saw that for 26 now. And I was like, wait, maybe I will have to even go inside to see because going through that route, it doesn't look like anything that is going to function in the next 3 years. I have to be very, very sincere with myself. Although, yes, I sometimes just tell them that, okay, this guy cannot finish it. He just needs to make it work. At least just make it work. Then maybe some other governors will now come and continue from where he stopped. But looking at the state of what it is at the moment, it doesn't look like something that can work in the next 3 years. And now today, people like Man of Letters are already hyping it.
It's crazy that the PR of governors, when they do like simple things that is just normal, normal things. Oh, they hype it up like, oh, we have just completed this particular road and it's a massive project,
150 kilometer.
Yes, and it's
55 kilometer.
And you see people from Japan, you see China do these things in the space of months, and you are wondering, where did we actually miss it in Nigeria? I will blow your mind that recently the national games was held in Abeokuta.
Yeah.
Oh God, I was going to talk about. Was it national? No, Ogun Games.
No, it is national
Gateway games. Right?
Gateway games.
But it's national. Gateway was
like it was, but it was national. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, and all the athletes, all of them lodged at Babcock University.
Okay.
Yeah, in the hostels at Babcock University. I applied the Abeokuta to Shagam Road basically every weekend as at last year. The road was so bad that Abeokuta to Shagam can take you 35 minutes. If I drive 30.
Okay.
35 minutes of that journey. Once you're already at that interchange.
Yeah.
That's your 35 minutes. Now start counting 1 hour sleep. Because the movement from that place just to Shagam should take you nothing less than 10 minutes.
Yeah.
That journey to Shagam should take less than 10 minutes.
Yeah.
How bad can a road be that a 10 minutes journey will take you 1 hour? Is a story for another day. Let's keep that aside. They did not do anything until I heard, allegedly, that Bengadane passed the road and saw that this was very bad. He mentioned it. When I came out on the media and mentioned that, oh, this road is very bad. Nothing was done about it. Until a week before I stopped working at Abeokuta. A week before, a particular, this truck that carry heavy timber, heavy woods from the forest, fell and killed a whole bus. Just six of those timbers fell because of the bad road, killed a full bus, a full traveling bus.
Yeah.
That happened. Then they came out, apologized. Tapo came out, apologized, and said they were going to start up the road again. They started to patch up some places, quite and fine. We are okay with that. Patch up these places and let us still move. And they stopped. The road went bad again because of the rainy season. Then they brought the Gateway Games, and Tinubu is supposed to come to Ogun State. Now watch the rush that happened on that road. That's when they employed, I don't know.
I don't know. I would say the one that I know. Do you know that the street lights from Abeokuta to Interchange, they changed everything?
Yeah, they did.
These are actually things
basic amenities. These are basic
because
amenities.
After the game, I had to apply that route. And I was like, this place is brighter than, because I had been on that road 7 p.m. and it looks like I was already 12 p.m. or 12 a.m. on that road. I was like, I was running late already. And this other day was like 8 p.m. I was like, so a friend of mine now told me that, yes, they already fixed the street lights, or let me say the road lights on that road. It also takes me to MQ Abiola Stadium.
That one go far, my brother.
No, like,
Wait.
why do they have to renovate it
My
now?
brother, no verse,
Yeah,
no verse.
when the games are
When
starting.
Martin Skuye died,
Yeah.
and they wanted to do burial at Agowei, Aigbami, when they know that dignitaries are coming to that house to come and bury that man, overnight, they fixed the road to his house.
Overnight.
And up to now, the road is still good. So these are actually things that they can do, but they won't do.
Why don't they do?
Wait, funny how.
Remy, you are
This guy-
to the president. I should ask you.
No, sorry, I think you are more closer to the president.
Wait, that administration has a rumor to have spent 1 trillion naira on road. Personally, I know roads that he has fixed. I mean, you will not stay there for 6 years and
Yeah.
at least not fix any road. Because from Ilishon to Agowei, he fixed that one. That one, I'm very, very proud of it because it led to my school. He fixed that one. And the reason why he fixed it, we all knew. He came to school and he saw that he couldn't apply that route, and all of a sudden they started working on that road.
And
Do you
that's the
understand?
place you can pass.
Yeah.
That is one road that I know that for sure this guy fixed. But I want to ask, is it true that in true reflection of, let's say they spent 1 trillion naira, if it is to be true, does it reflect in the state of Ogun State?
To be transparent and not to side the governor, I think when he was interviewed, he said the Songo road, like we said, to
Yeah.
Abeokuta or something, was a federal road.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah,
I heard that.
that
particular
he had to
interview.
tell the federal that
To
he
give
wanted
him the right
give him-
to, yeah.
But this now brings us to the transparency in our budget and everything.
It is story time, guys. So let's listen to this. So a particular tweet tweeted, Francisco, I and my siblings decided to jokingly take a DNA test on ourselves. Jokingly.
I mean,
Jokingly. All right.
150,000 joking.
Jokingly. All right. I and my siblings decided to jokingly take a DNA test on ourselves to see if we are our father's children. This is the devil. This didn't come as a serious topic. We just decided to do it. We are 4 in number, 2 guys and 2 ladies. I am the oldest, 31 years old, and the youngest is 23 years old. We are 4 in number. Our father turned exactly 60 this May, and our mom is 57 years old. We didn't take the DNA test because we suspected anything. We were just doing it for fun. Devil day you. Devil was resting. All right. Unfortunately, the result that came out showed that part of our last. Unfortunately, the result that came out showed that apart from our last, the girl who is 23 years old, none of us belong to our father.
Damn.
Jokingly.
Jokingly. None of us belong to our father jokingly. We did the test again jokingly in another facility and had the same result jokingly. This isn't the time to break our father's heart and destroy our family. So we decided to keep the result to ourselves and pretend we're all our fathers. But we confronted our mother and she said we shouldn't tell our father. Okay, now, she said the man who is our father is dead. It was the man she was seeing before she met our father. She cried and begged us not to tell our father anything. We don't want to hurt our dad, so we've kept this from him. But it breaks our hearts, especially mine, to see that man went through thick and thin to get us where we are today. I saw him struggle so much when I was growing up. I keep wondering why my mom would do such a terrible thing to him. Because he's a good man. Though we are keeping this from him, but I've just been thinking so much and I don't know what to do. He loves us. He gave up his life and joy for us. I've been crying on his behalf and I don't know, but I just suddenly hate our mother. What should I do? Keep crying.
No.
Jokingly.
Joking. You jokingly accept the truth.
Keep the joke alive.
Yeah, you know,
Keep it
these are stories that reaffirm my position, and you know me very well. I mean, you understand what I'm saying? Fear women.
It's a new season.
It's a new season, but it's a new season. It's the new me.
New
No, new season, but the same me. Also, Jah never die. Okay, but for real, yeah, I will look at this story from a different perspective because they say if you are too comfortable, you go to look at things where you know suppose. I mean, for you to run a DNA test twice, not just for one person, for 4 children, and you did it jokingly. I mean, you guys
were 4 of you in the same
you guys
space.
were so comfortable.
So jobless and comfortable.
The devil
I
has
really want to
fun
believe
these days.
I really want to believe that it was not jokingly. I don't see it happening.
One
We'll
child
just
no look like
Alpha Jide. You know, arguments like, well, you know who you even resemble self. Yeah, do you understand? Okay, if you be from that joke, say me, I resemble that the past you. Kiniko, I'm gonna go do DNA. So you do it the first time. Why did they doubt the result if they did it jokingly? Or did they need the result for? So I want to believe that jokingly you just talk out to not say that they've been doubting. There must have been a seed
Something
of doubt.
must have been cooking for someone to bring it up, yes.
the devil
You understand?
was joking with them too.
Maybe the devil also. Do you understand?
At their time.
Yeah.
That
Because if you trust your parents enough, I don't think you should.
it didn't even drop in your mind for you to think of that. Anyways.
And then I'll go back to. I'm sorry, let me just complete it. I'll go back to the woman. It's just the reality. It's just the reality of the society that we're in. That I'm sorry to say it, but at the same time, I'm not sorry. You just have to fear the other gender.
We just have to what?
Fear the other gender.
Say it out too.
You just have to fear the other gender.
Yes.
It pains me that we don't have a woman on set here. If we have had a woman, I would have still said the same thing. I mean, for her to, she was sleeping. She gave birth to those children in that man's house. 3 in the man's house, and she was seeing 3 kids. Funny how they always take the adultery of a man. Okay, a man he has kids outside. This man doesn't bring the kid into the house. Most men don't bring it
with family
to
outside.
and tell you that this belongs to. I mean, you go no be me carry the baby now. I mean, if you want me to adopt, then maybe we can adopt it. But you go own them first. Say now you get them. You will only see rare situations whereby those men would not own up to telling them that, and you just say you want to adopt. Fashe will never born kineko like that. So it's always a very, very different scenario when men commit adultery and when women commit adultery. This is the result of the adultery of women. And that day, I would really wish to be the last born. I would not wish to be a bastard. I mean, people jokingly found out that they were a bastard. I didn't know.
I think jokingly to this issue, keeping it to the dad is, but that family is broken forever.
Yeah, actually.
Really?
Because how will a 60-year-old man survive?
Knowing that 3 out of 4. That's F9.
Belongs to a dead person.
And they should, maybe jokingly, the man that owned them is still alive. But the mother will still tell them that he's alive.
That she might actually be saying that to save face. Another angle though.
Fear women.
Fear women.
Nah, she still. There's a possibility that she's hiding the real father away from.
Yeah, so they don't go and find him.
Yeah.
And all. So
well, jokingly, they can still go and look for their reader.
I mean, when they jokingly conducted the DNA, so just jokingly make research.
All right.
But what do you think they should do from there? But realistically, I would say they should not. They should tell the father, regardless of whatever it is.
The
No.
man survive.
The man won't survive.
Nah. You are just saying the man won't survive. There's a possibility that the man knows. No. What do you want to say? They should tell their father now. Best if let's say if I'm in that situation, if I'm in that situation, the best thing I'll do is I'll tell my father. Alpha, this is because now you are a product of betrayal. You are a product of. So see, the truth is they just have to face it.
I do not
Because
telling the father though.
why?
He's 61. Number 2, that's a whole lifelong investment.
Can he handle it?
Can he handle it? Now I can tell you series of medical conditions that can stem up from just telling him that 3 out of 4 kids could die
Immediately.
He's 60-year-old.
I still do not agree with the two of you.
You see,
Morally, yes, tell. ethically tell.
Yeah,
But you have to weigh the pros and the cons of this, yes. When you weigh the pros and the cons, it helps you to make a decision. And the decision is best not to tell the man.
You see,
Let him take it and go to heaven with it. He has done well.
I do not agree with it. Number one, I believe that because there might, okay, what if a situation happens that the man knew all along that they do not belong to him? Because that's something about men. Men can be very secretive and they can be very, very funny at times. And all of a sudden now, when the man won't share in wig, you will just know that
life no be Nollywood.
no, life no be Nollywood. But I'm telling you the truth that if I were in that situation and I knew,
You will tell.
as a man, I may not say anything. And yet I'll still train these children as mine. At some point, maybe I cannot write it in the will and tell the woman that I just don't want to scatter my family. Do you understand? So if they really love the man that they said train them, I think the best thing is just to tell him the truth. There's nothing better than the truth. Sir, you are not our father. We appreciate you, but you tell him the whole process and let the wife face the consequences. It's just like you saying she has done something that is bad and she should live with it. She should enjoy the fact that she did something that is bad.
I don't think you should.
There are consequences for it. Even adultery is not only the woman that will take the consequence for it. The man self will chop out of him now. So if the health conditions that you are saying for telling the man at 60 are the consequence of that long betrayal, I think they can live with it. But I think the best thing that can happen is the children should tell the father. Why did they tell the mother and not the father?
They're
already partners to the betrayal now. They're already partners to the betrayal.
A man does not give birth to bastards. Only the woman does.
Yeah, so if they have to tell the woman now, they know the woman knows. Now they are already a partner because they will keep pretending to be. They are also now pretending. They are pretending to now be the man's children.
So from my own point of view concerning the stories, the father will be blamed because a woman is promiscuous with you with 3 kids out of 4 and you didn't know. He ignored the red flag. That's one thing I've always been preaching, that do not ever ignore a red flag. You can't fix people or else they want to fix themselves. Now the man has thought in his own world that maybe he was able to fix the mom. Meanwhile, he did a bad and terrible job. And this is the consequence.
Yeah.
So, the children, it's their personal opinion if they want to tell their dad. But if their dad should die not knowing the truth,
all well and good.
All well and good. And it's the deepest regret to them because their own personal father, real father, did not know
them.
And the fake father still did not know
the reality of.
Yeah. It's a sad story. It's a sad story. So please, to everyone out there, please, if you have your opinion, drop in the comment section and let us know what you think or what you feel you would have done if you're in that position, jokingly.
Yeah, jokingly. How? You guys just decided, woke up one morning.
Bro.
Go far.
The devil woke up and said,
"You this family."
Well, actually, I think the devil has been having fun.
Fun in the family.
You don't see like that.
Time for God. Just say,
the devil. Yeah.
You jokingly carry yourself.
All right.
To the hospital.
Fear women.
And that brings us to the end of this episode. But before we go, guys, for our sport fans and our football fans, we know a lot of you have been in our comment section showing your love for the football world. So we just said, let us give you this extra one talking about the Club World Cup. Spike's club is not there, so he cannot really relate.
Don't you?
Is Arsenal there? Spike.
You have the biggest match coming up.
Spike.
Yes or no? Why did they laugh?
Arsenal to Inter Miami. Spike.
Shame no catch.
Shame no wearing leggings. Because what is this? Anyways, we've been seeing football matches at 2 a.m., 5 a.m., at odd hours.
Exceptional matches.
Beautiful matches. You have.
I'm really looking forward to the Inter Miami PSG. I know it is not going to be, it is not that much because you are looking at a very good side. I just want to be on champions.
Okay.
Aside from MLS, It's not. It's a mismatch.
I'm not afraid of those Inter Miami team, to be precise.
Nobody should be
But you
afraid of
see all those Brazilian teams. Whoosh.
Flamingo.
Botafogo, Boca Juniors.
Boca Juniors is from Argentina.
Yeah, I think from Argentina. They are good.
No problem.
Funny how I must honorable mention Mamelodi Sundowns. God.
Yeah.
That's the African team.
Of the year for me. That's the
Sundowns
African
from
team.
They are from South Africa, yeah.
Sundowns have played one of the most beautiful.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, everybody can see they were almost going to come back against Dortmund. And they won their first game against Ultra HD or 4K. And it tells you that we have a lot of quality.
Definitely.
And it just hurts me that Nigeria as a whole, these are the stages that we need to do. We have players that they go to this stage and they are making us proud. Look at
You have Zaidu Sanusi from Porto. Yeah.
Imagine even Samu, the Porto striker. Samu,
Yeah.
that's what I told
Omorugu. Yeah, Omorugu.
Samu, the Porto striker, is a Nigerian. We have so many talents in Nigeria, and when we now get to the world stage, where is Nigeria? Where are Nigerian teams? When you look at the qualifications, and because this competition is a competition of 32 teams from 6 continents, and they have their merits for picking them.
Yeah.
They picked 14 in Africa. None
Was
None
Nigeria.
is from West Africa. One is even from West Africa, not even from Nigeria.
Yeah.
I think it's to show that we are not doing well.
Yeah, we are not even valuing our talents.
From that aspect, I think we the fans, we are doing our best, yeah? As a Nigerian, we are doing our best because we put in the energy. You see the likes of Osimhen, Boniface, when they came home, we showed their support. Even Galatasaray, they could feel it. You see team that they tweet in pidgin.
Yeah.
Because the Nigerian effect is there, very dangerous. But when we began to politicize our team, our national team, the likes of someone that don't even know about football, how football works,
is now the Ministry of Sports. Very embarrassing because you will see private clubs doing better than government-owned clubs. And to the point that these last national games that happened, the government had to rent Remo Stadium to feature. When there is on the same road though, there's literally a gateway stadium on the same route to that place, but they chose to go and rent the private and not improve on the public sector. And you keep wondering why.
A gateway stadium can host gateway games. I mean, I don't want to start that conversation. I would just advise NPFL, please help Nigeria sports. See, we struggle to qualify.
allow people that have passion to handle the game. That's just the thing.
Yeah.
We talk about this Nigerian man.
Even that's also that yes, what you just said has a loophole. We can see favor of Philly that had to change our representation from Nigeria to Turkey. She had passion. She ran for Nigeria. They did not just register her.
Imagine.
She qualified. We've seen situation where Francis Obikwelu switched to Portugal, Gloria Lozier to Spain, and all of these people definitely had passion for this country and for the sports.
Real athletes.
Real ones.
Yeah.
But
I think that's the talent, but at the management, they switch because of management.
Yeah.
And you still need people that have passion for
They
this.
switch because of Nigeria.
And our Nigerian man.
this man is angry.
So it's the truth. Imagine talents like Ofili going to run for Turkey now. Is it Turkey?
Yeah,
Going to run for Turkey now. He tells you that, and we now complain about players that now tell us that I want to play for England. Or we now have players that their second choice in the country they've chosen, they'll now come and play for. So the management, we still need people with passion to manage the MPFL. I think that is just it. So at least maybe the next 10 years, we can feature in the Club World Cup.
Amen. Oh, and it begs the question that is Nigeria really a worthy country to be loyal to?
I'll allow the audience to answer that.
You guys should just please.
I think Reno too can answer that.
Talking about loyalty and Reno,
Yeah,
you said it too. Disrespect to loyalty.
Just to serve Nigeria is not by what?
It's just by choice.
It's not by force. It's not by force yet.
So thank you guys for staying here with us. I mean, if you watch the video to this point, all you just have to do for me is just type I love Spike in the comment section. I don't want to feel. Okay, type I love WHOT Podcast in the comment section. And yes, you know how we do it now. This is the best show. This is the show where we tell you about what is trending on the internet. Remy?
Thank
Thank you very much for coming. And yeah, David Olamiyika.
You want to tell me thank you? Oh yeah.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
So guys, you know what to do. Like, share, and subscribe. It costs you nothing. I'll see you guys on the next episode.